Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Billy from Total Review Guys, and today we're reviewing the ENGWE M20. This is an honest review of over 3,600 miles. I like to say 4K, but after around 3,600 the speedometer stopped working, which I'm currently trying to fix right now. Working on the controller and stuff to see if I can get it running again. But I like to say over 4,000 miles I have logged in this bike. I ride this bike roughly around 32 miles a day, 16 miles to work and 16 miles back. I work at the theme parks over here in Orlando, so we ride pretty far to get to point A to point B. But yeah, this is the ENGWE M20, which I like to call the working man's e-bike. It's affordable, tough, and after a year daily use, I can say it gets the job done. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and break down the good, the bad, and the ugly, and what I had to upgrade to keep this bike running throughout the years. You excited to see the bike? Right, here she is, ENGWE M20. We're currently trying to fix the speedometer. This is not really working. It turns on. As you can see, we have 3,635 miles, but the speedometer is not working anymore, so it's not gaining any more mileage. We just took the seat off, really easy to remove. It sits right back on once we're done. Honestly, it's a great seat, but not very comfortable for long distance trips. See, one of the biggest upgrades would be these Ultraverse tires. They're puncture proof, and then we also got puncture resistance inner tubes on there. We had to upgrade the brake pads on here as well. The hydraulics on here, the rear shock is horrible. It needs an upgrade, but it gets the job done. We do have a battery upgrade. The second battery is inside. I'll show you a clip of it later. And aside from that, everything else is pretty stock. Even my dog's trying to check it out. So here we are, leaving work at Epic Universe. Parked out here in the motorcycle parking, and I never had any troubles. It's the working man's workhorse e-bike here. As you can see, this baby got some mileage on her. And yeah. Here she is. Definitely a lot of battle scars on her, but that's because I've been riding her for over a year, every day, commuting to work. We use this Rhino USA lock right here. Keeps our baby safe. I'll show you guys a link to that on Amazon, where I got it from. I think it's like a $50 lock. I'm gonna put these keys away. So I'm here riding an ENGWE M20 right now, and one problem I do have, it once you start pedaling, it takes a little bit before the pedal assist kicks in, and then you start to pick up speed. But aside from that, it has pretty good startup. It rides pretty smoothly. We're on the sidewalk. Check out these sharp turns here. He's got like live the body into it. Woo! Really agile. This is a busy street where they kind of speed, so I ride the sidewalk. Cool thing with the ENGWE, you can go on the street or on the sidewalk or in the bike lanes. Everything kind of works. So this is probably one of the worst things to ride. This battery kind of get loose if the road's too bumpy, and these brick roads are one of the bumpiest to ride on your e-bike. I had this battery fall off and scrape up. Oh god. Oh gosh. As you can see, they got a little too bumpy. And his battery fell off. So it looks like my bike rack fell off, being so heavy. I can't really do much besides remove some of the stuff. So here we are doing the uphill test. I'm only on gear speed 2. Goes uphill without the ease. And once we go downhill, I think it maxes out on gear speed 2, so you can't really pick up speed. So the best thing to do is probably just coast on the coast here, going downhill. It's a beautiful day. And you can see the ENGWE M20 goes uphill without a problem. Here we are, no speedometer, but we're going gear speed 5, roughly around 32 miles right now on the trail. It's a beautiful night. On my commute home from work. Just wanted to get some footage. We're watching the sports game over here. Probably not the safest, but it's going. Got crazy dudes working out. This is by our speed test. I can't really prove it to you, but the bike tops around 32 miles. So overall, I personally love the ENGWE M20. It's a cheap e-bike. I believe I got it on Amazon for $7.99, and with the upgrades and the shipping, it probably came out to like $1,100 to $1,200. I did get the upgraded rack that fell off, as you've seen in the video. This was an extra $100, but it's pretty good for carrying cargo, as self-explanatory as it is. It's pretty durable. Honestly, it took 8 months, almost a year, for the screws to get loose, and that's kind of my fault for having too much weight on it, and just all those bumpy roads. I should have like maintenance and tightened it up a bit, but you know, that's my mistake. So this was like $100, and then the battery upgrade was an extra $200–300, which is crucial for long distances. I highly recommend that. They sell this on the ENGWE's website. Overall, the ENGWE M20 is a phenomenal bike for getting to point A to point B. It's nothing too fancy, and it's quite affordable compared to like the Beachman or Super 76 or any of the other really high-end e-bikes. You know, it doesn't go the fastest, but it is street legal, as considered as a class 3 e-bike. And throughout the course of the video, I filmed multiple shots with the meta glasses during different hours of my commute. One of the clips is actually from a nighttime where I did the speed test. But yeah, if you're looking for a cheap, affordable e-bike to get to point A to point B, I highly recommend ENGWE M20. This is Billy from Total Review Guys, and I'll see you guys next time for my next review.